is using Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, and then we're going to put them into Animate. We've done that before for our Halloween gift, but this time we're going to create images. They're kind of self-portraits. Okay, we're going to use this AI tool in Illustrator. So let's just go File, New Document. Now, the document size, I'm just going to pick letter size. It doesn't matter too much in Illustrator what size we use, because we're going to take our artwork from here and import it into Photoshop, and then that's when the size will be important. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take this black tool, black arrow. I noticed that when I had the zoom in tool, the window for the generate AI disappeared. So when we click this, now you have to be in Adobe Illustrator 2024 for this feature. And you can start to type things. And like I said, it's going to be a self-portrait. So you're going to, every day we're going to do a different one. So we're going to have 5 different things that you like to do. But this first one I'm going to create for myself. And I'm going to make it as a teacher. So I'm going to say a male teacher wearing a hat, because you know I like to wear a baseball hat, baseball cap. Probably. And then wearing jeans, because sometimes I'm wearing jeans right now. So jeans and a black t-shirt. Okay. Okay, so let's hit generate. Now the black t-shirt, as you know, is Mission Bay colors. I always wear my Mission Bay shirt. So let's see what it does. And it's going to generate some images. And then we're going to have to edit our prompt. And we're going to have to figure out how to do this to make it look like it's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. But I want a full body one, so there we go. Hey, not too bad. Okay, so let's figure out how we can adjust this. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me say, I like that one, but I'd like the full body image. Let's see what we can do to alter this. So I'm gonna go ahead and shrink this and put it to the side. Let's see how we could iterate. Let's see, recolor. I think that's pretty good. Let's see if we can give them blue eyes, for example. Let's see what if we just hit recolor. What'll it do? Let's not do that. Let's just go ahead, and what I want to show you is now that we've learned how to use the pen tool and stuff, we can alter our image. So in my class, you know, I wear a Mission Bay hat. It's a black hat. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to select it with the white arrow. The black arrow moves grouped objects, so you could tell that it generated a grouped object. And with the white arrow, you can go inside of grouped objects and click individual parts. So I'm going to click this white piece and delete it. It's taking a couple clicks. Oh, it's actually like a hole. So let's zoom in on here. And it actually is like a little hole. So that's why it's important that we have our pen tool skills now. So if we wanted to delete things and restructure things, we can. So we know that we can move these points, right? So I'm gonna eliminate some points. So if you take the pen tool that we've used to trace objects before, and you actually click on points, it should be able to make those points go away. So I think you just need to zoom in a lot. Okay, let's see. Nope, it didn't. Oh, there's when it has that minus sign. So let's go ahead and push delete on these points and see what happens. Okay, that's kind of doing it for us. So let's get rid of this point and that point and that point. Okay, and then I could, you know, maybe I'll type in a MB for now. We'll put it in. Oh wait, the hat needs to be black, right? So I'm going to select this part, change the color to black. Okay, and then so these parts are just like it's like reflective parts of the black, so it'd be a little bit like maybe like that. So when the light hits it, and then underneath, this should probably be, we'll just go with black. Okay, now you're going to spend a lot more time on your details. I'm going to cut things short for this video's purposes. Now the eyes aren't the best. So you might want to get in there and edit the eyes. You could just simply draw new eyes. You could delete these and put, the eye color that you want in there. Okay, and you'll see that your trace is definitely, your generated object is definitely not perfect, but we've got it close, and we're gonna require that you make it really, really close to your image. So if your skin color, I just happen to look similar to this, but if you don't, like I need to change the eye color to put blue eyes in there, and then the skin color is pretty close. I'll write Mission Bay on there, maybe alter this, maybe stretch the legs out a little bit. Let's see if I can do that right now, because to make it look a little bit more close to my size and stuff. Okay, and so anyway, then after using Illustrator to create what you want, you're gonna put that into Photoshop. Now we're gonna use a few different techniques in Photoshop. By the way, what document size in Photoshop? So when we go File, New, we're gonna start working in this size here. Let me click Animate for one moment. So when we start working on our team animation, we're gonna be creating it in high definition size, which is 1280 for the width and 720 for the height. I'm just gonna memorize 720 and copy the 1280. So 720 will be the height. So in Photoshop, that's what we want, the size we wanna create. So we're gonna say New, and it's gonna be 1280 by 720, okay? And pixels, okay? Pixels. Hit Create, and now let's generate something here. Let's generate a classroom background. Empty computer classroom. Let's see what that does. Empty computer classroom, and then I'll say high school. High school class. Let's say iMac computers. Let's see if it'll do that. We have iMac computers in this lab. Let's see if what it'll come up with. Print a valid picture with your words, describe the scene colors, okay? And let's see what it comes up with. Well, and then you have other options here, and not too bad. I wonder how we could adjust this. What we have adjustments. Let's see if we could zoom out so we see all 30 computers. If you're counting, we actually have 36 in the room. Okay, let's just see if when we zoom out what it'll look like. Okay, so we're gonna play around with this, and not too bad. Let's get yeah, we kind of like this. The computers were. I wonder if we could put a reference image. Okay, I think we'll get better at this as we go. And okay, so we're definitely going to play around to get it exactly the way we want. But for the sake of this tutorial, I want to take you to the next phase. Now, we've done this technique before where we did a blur. So we go filter, blur, and we could blur it a little bit so it's going to be in the background of the teacher, and then let's just see what it looks like if it's really, and then we're going to copy and paste this into Animate, and you have to use this tool here. We noticed that when you try to select it with that, it doesn't work. Okay, so we're going to select this and copy, and we're going to put this into Animate. We're going to create a new document at HD size, and this is just for practicing for when we work in our team. You need to hold Option with the magnifying glass to zoom out when you click. Okay, and then I'm going to simply paste this in here, see how that looks, and then I'm going to go back to Illustrator, and I'm going to copy the Illustrator image. And so this is what we think our style, we make a new layer, the style that we think we're going to go with. Remember, make sure maintain layers is unchecked. And the style would be the Illustrator style cartoon characters. And then the backgrounds, I don't like this background. We'll definitely need to rework that. But as we animate, and we may actually use animate to do the backgrounds too. And I want to see what that looks like. So let's experiment. Let's go into animate. I'm going to make a new document real quick, and I'm going to make an empty classroom. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to make this orientation wide. So generate empty high school classroom, school name is, I wonder if this will work, Mission Bay High. Let's see what this does. And then what we'll do is we'll take this into into Photoshop, blur it a bit, and then import it into Animate. And you can see with the generating things over here, little images that it's coming up with. It gives you 3 variations, and then not so good, not too good. We'd probably be better off just drawing drawing our Mission Ram Bay. Funny. We could probably create this ourselves better and faster, and but I want you to explore. Maybe you just make one desk and then copy paste that one desk. Let's learn and explore this program, these AI tools, and see what we could do to make an amazing classroom animation. And ultimately, though, you're going to use Animate to create yourself, and then create a background for yourself in Photoshop, and put both of those elements into Animate. Okay? And I'll show you how to turn them all in the 5th video. Okay? Okay, go ahead and have fun creating your first image of yourself. Let me see, make him bigger. Okay, have fun.